you know, as key people from our industry, I really strongly feel that in each of your own ways, you've navigated some really challenging barriers. And so I think it would be really great for everyone here at the Australia Council today to actually hear some of the strategies and some of the you know, tactics you've used to overcome some of the challenges that we're about to talk about. So just some of the statistics to start with. 92% of Australians agree Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander art is an important part of Australian culture. 64% of people have a strong or growing interest. In other words, they want to see more Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander arts. Yet only 24% of them did last year. So 9 in 10 Australians agree that Indigenous art is an important part of Australian culture. I want to throw to you now to discuss these statistics and ask, do you believe that wider Australian has the same vision of what Indigenous arts are as you do? That was a little bit unclear, wasn't it?
No, I got it.
Got it? Yeah, cool.
I think there's some issues around access too, about who is it actually about. Yes, I think it's good, but I can't access somehow, or I don't know, or there's a little bit of kind of what I call the paralysis of integrity. If I can't do it properly, I won't do it at all. And there's a sense of holding back. And it'd be interesting to see how many people engaged in art generally anyway, out of those statistics. Because I think for, let's say, Indigenous theatre, I know that our mob going, can I afford the ticket price? Do I actually go to these halls of white power and access this art? And we have to do a lot of work to try to generate that sense of access and belief and holding on to that. And so, and there is, I'm sure everyone will have an opinion on this idea of there is a definition of authenticity that we actually need to deal with as well. That most people believe in a museum state of Indigenous art, that it is pre-contact or it happens in a particular way, in a particular location, by people of particular skin colour, blah, 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 blah. And I think that we also have to break down those ideas of definition. And I like to do this, you know, when we often use traditional and contemporary as polar opposites of a line, and I can't understand that, to be honest, because you can do traditional painting now, which is a continuation of a tradition, and you can make contemporary traditional art because it is based on that tradition, or you can make art that may not be engaging with that particular cultural traditional way of making things. So is that contemporary just because of a time frame? And so we actually have to start a debate amongst ourselves too about the language we use to